Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. The anger is still there. I can confirm you that the anger is still there. Usually when I sleep after a game, the anger disappears and then I find other emotions like disappointment, like whatever. The anger is still there for the way that we lost yesterday. You know, if you would have come back on a remontada and you lost at penalties, it's not funny, but you accept it. That fighting spirit that you see. If you were losing 3-0 at halftime, you come back at a 3-2. I will not be happy, of course not, but okay, you see something. The way that we lost yesterday is what makes me extremely angry. Ragazzi, anger and worries. Worries is a word that unfortunately I said a lot. I was hoping that 2025 would have started in another way. I was not expecting, of course, a total new Juve because when you change year, that's absolutely not okay. But I was hoping for a small boost in a really short competition to give us a bit of conviction, a bit of a smile, to give us energy and seeing different things, the intention of seeing different things. Ragazzi, yesterday I tried to record in the stadium, so this one will be a bit more structured in terms of my ideas, because yesterday I can guarantee you it's a really difficult exercise to record from the stadium. I experienced it a few times, especially in the Lazio Juve or Juve Lazio game in the Allianz Stadium where we won 1-0, because you have a short time immediately after a triple whistle where you want to share a maximum of ideas, thought, emotion. In that case it was happiness because we won 1-0. Even immediately after the game I neglected the bad things that I saw in Juve Lazio. Today, or yesterday, I mean, when I was recording, there were so many negative things that I had in mind that I wanted to say. I blamed the coach. I wanted to go towards the players because there are so many things. And you don't know how to place it also because you have the stress that they will chase you out of the stadium, which is totally normal because they need to continue to clean the stadium and also for safety reasons. So yesterday was a bit chaotic, but I think that I said what I wanted to say more or less. So let's go with a more structured video, of course, after you, and I'm asking it again, put a maximum of like, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I will continue to enjoy on a personal level here in Saudi Arabia, which I'm doing really for the hospitality of the people. Yesterday, of course, before entering the game, the most beautiful thing was to meet the Juventini of the world. I'm extremely sorry for the people that I had not the opportunity to meet because I lost the internet connection in the stadium at a certain moment. I didn't see the messages, they arrived extremely late. So there were some people that were looking for me I didn't meet, or that I had the opportunity to meet. You know why I'm sad? And that's the first time I said the word sad, for Juventini that were here to watch their team. They last time I believe that Juve was here, we lost in the final against Lazio 3-1. Now again a loss. I'm really sad for the people that can't wait the joy of seeing the Bianconeri that far away from Torino, but that close to their home, and it's gone like that. Especially with the performance that we did yesterday. So let's enter the performance that we did yesterday. I start with the words of Thiago Motta, and then I will compare with Conceição, the papa, not the son that yesterday didn't play because he was in the starting 11. Then before the game had that muscular injury. I hope it's small and not. But yesterday apparently he cried. So what I wanted to say about Thiago Motta and Sergio Conceição is Thiago Motta. If the day before the game you are saying, for whatever reason, for whatever plan that you have in mind, that you want to protect the players, that you want to be cautious, that you don't want to put a bit of pressure, etc., you cannot say after, I want to lift trophies, I chose the job of being a coach because I want to win. If you continue with the words, but it's not an obsession, whatever you said before is cancelled. And it's even stronger if the day after you lose in the way that we did. Now the words will not be enough anymore for Thiago Motta to save the words that he said, but only the facts. And the facts will start again back in Serie A. So Thiago, show us to something totally different, something that we were already expecting in Juve Milan that you were not able to. Because if you are not able to show us, it will be extremely difficult to defend you, me as a content creator, the supporters that have chosen you, the supporters that didn't choose you but they wanted you, Giuntoli to defend you. It's really tough because the words of yesterday are really a boomerang, and that's one thing. And I want that fighting spirit of Thiago. I'm used to a Thiago Motta as a player that had that fighting spirit, that wanted to go for it. And what I'm watching, or at least yesterday at a certain moment of the game, I saw him with his jacket closed. He was on the touchline thinking, because he's one that is really thinking, he's an extremely intelligent person. But at a certain moment, I needed a bit of that fighting spirit that only you, Thiago, should be able to transmit to your team. Yesterday, I give you behind the story. I saw with Sergio Conceição without jacket, going, articulating, going from the left to the right, using all the spaces that he had in that box. I'm not saying here that Sergio is a better coach than Thiago Motta. This is not what I'm saying. But probably they arrived with one that really wanted to win that game, and showed it and said it also on the microphone. He said, I didn't come here to make friends, but I'm here for winning. I give you also another backstage story. When they arrived in Saudi Arabia, Sergio Conceição from Milan, because he didn't know the team, he asked for a triple training session in one day, which are the backstage story, guys, that probably we don't know, that you don't hear, because he wanted to win that game. And he was not able to transmit it in the first half to his team. Pay attention, and Milan was not fantastic because they changed a coach. It's Juve that made them look fantastic after our own mistakes. So Thiago Motta, according to me, is the one that we need to blame the most for that fighting spirit that was missing. 1, the boomerang on his words. 2, 3, the changes that he's continuing to doing. Because if you put out Dusan Vlahovic, that was horrible yesterday, okay? Horrible. But if you put him out, and if you put again out Bangula at the 65th minute, and you're changing totally your team with a McKennie that goes up, with a Cambiaso that goes there, you are repeating the same thing that you did against Fiorentina and the game before, which shows that you don't learn. If you don't trust Dusan, if you expect that he will do that bad, you don't play with Dusan. You take a decision. For the next 3, 4, 5 games, I play without Dusan. We play with Nico Gonzalez until he has 60 minutes. We play with him, and then we put someone else. I don't care who we play, but you don't. Because if it's to do what we did again yesterday, like we saw a lot of games, playing him without that conviction, understanding, being confirmed that he's not doing well, and then you take him out and you change again the team, it's a problem. It's really problematic. A Cambiaso that enters with a McKennie that was probably tired, but you put McKennie as a left winger while Bangula was doing well. I don't understand why Bangula needs to be subbed out every single game around the 60th minute. You trust or you don't trust. If you trust him enough to start the game, it means that you see something in him. He was doing well. Continue. The guy is 20, 21. Don't tell me that he doesn't have 90 minutes in the leg. Then he can totally miss a game, and it's totally normal to be subbed out. But yesterday he was doing well. According to me, the 2 best ones of yesterday were Bangula, and Yildiz. Yildiz went out of the game when? In second half, when we decided to not look for him anymore. And this is another problem. When it's working, don't be predictable and you go only with one solution. Try to change, because you have other sides of the field as well, but continue still to use your joker. It's not written that you cannot play with him anymore, that you need to totally neglect him because now people, they know that he's dangerous also on the right side. No, you shift right, left, center of the field, center, left, right. Yesterday, this was really a problem that I saw yesterday. But again, another thing, we score and we disappear. It looks like I'm here every time to say again the same thing. Why did Thuram go out at the 79th minute when we were chasing the goal? Then do we want to speak about the mistakes of Locatelli? Locatelli, that you know how much I love Locatelli. That doesn't mean that I cannot be harsh with him when he deserves to be harsh on him. But Locatelli is probably at the moment an emblem, an icon of the Juve at the moment. A Juve that at the first difficulty collapse. From the moment that Thiago Motta does the changes, Dusan Vlahovic out, that was not good yesterday, yeah? But according to me, Dusan Vlahovic needed to stay because you have 2 center-backs of Milan that were paying attention, or at least staying lower in their field. From the moment he takes out Dusan Vlahovic, the team of Milan, they start to push a bit higher on the field. They start to win meters, and that's the first difficulties that we feel. With the Milan, it starts believing in it. We gave them the belief. And Locatelli goes in depression at that moment, causing an absurd penalty, a really absurd penalty that is reopening the game. And these minutes, that's where you see where a team is strong or not. When they have the mental to say, okay, it happens, let's go, we cancel it, it's still 1-1, we can go to penalty, we can win that game, but we go and we try. We collapsed. Yesterday it was really like seeing, an old, beautiful building that suddenly collapsed. And you saw it, it was clear, you could anticipate it, at least from the stadium. I'm sure at home you had the same feeling. Thiago Motta said it, and that's the thing, we are aware of our problem. He said it after the game, we couldn't react after the first negative episode. We know it, huh? We know it, and we don't. Like we know that Koopmeiners in that role in this Juventus has difficulties, but we persist, but we insist. Look, for me, the three negative persons from, except of the coach, were Dusan Vlahovic, Koopmeiners, Di Gregorio. Guys, you hear what I'm telling you? Goalkeeper, midfielder, center forward. Something is not working there. Then if you on top of that decide to stop and neglecting a Yildiz or a Bangula in second half, then we are lost. Then we are totally lost. Who were the best one? I told you, Yildiz and Bangula. There are some talks about Zirkzee, there are some talks about Hansko. There is even tomorrow, this morning I read on Tuttosport, Zirkzee here, Douglas Luiz there, why not? Huh? All is welcome. But that's not the problem. Ragazzi, Mercato will solve nothing if we are not able to solve our shit first. So let's try to solve our problems, finding solutions that are evident for everyone. Thiago needs to apply them, and then we see the rest. I hope you enjoyed that video. I will try to enjoy the rest of the day. Grazie, forza, Juve. Ciao.